Let me put it like this. So R is equal to square root of A square plus B square, and phi is equal to tan inverse B by A. This is what I can write down. Now what I do, I put these values of A and B in this equation. So let me say that this is equation number 1. So in this equation, if I put it, so my y1 will become equal to e to the power ax r sin bx cos phi plus r cos bx sin phi. All right, or r can be taken as common, so I can write down this as sin bx cos phi plus cos bx sin phi. What is this? This is sin a plus b, so I can write down it as sin bx plus phi. This is equation number 2. Okay, similarly I can find out the second derivative. So what the second derivative should be? In the similar fashion, I will go. So this should be r square e to the power ax. Okay. Then sin bx plus 2 phi. This is equation number 3. So likewise, if I continue, then what will be the nth derivative? R to the power n e to the power ax sin bx
plus n5.
plus n5. This is equation number 4. This is your nth derivative. But I had considered something. And what is that? That is r. What is r?
Under
R
root
is
a square plus b square.
correct. A square plus b square to the power half. So it will be to the power n by 2, because n power is already there. So n half e to the power ax sin bx plus n, and phi is tan inverse by a. So this is what my nth derivative. The nth derivative of this e to the power ax sin bx will be equal to this. Okay, will be equal to this. I hope it is clear to you all.
Yes, sir.
So now,
Yes, sir.
similarly, I can find out the next case, that if y is equal to e to the power ax cos bx, then what will be the nth derivative? Can anybody tell me?
Replace above answer sign with cos.
Above answer there.
Replace above equation sign with cos.
Okay, so it means a square plus b square to the power n by 2 e to the power ax cos bx plus n tan inverse, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That will be the only difference. Rest we will
Yes,
carry
sir.
out the way we have carried out in the previous case, the operations. The same way we will carry out operations here as well. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So now I am going to take some examples So let us take one example. That is, the function is e to the power x cos square 3x. I have to find out the nth derivative of this. How can we do it?
Replacing cos square x with cos square 3x with cos 6x.
Plus 1 plus
1 plus
cos
cos 6x.
6x by
2. 2.
2. Okay, so 1 by 2 to the power ex plus 1 by 2 into e to the power ex cos 6x. This is what my y is. So the nth derivative of this will be 1 by 2 e to the power x, nth derivative of this plus nth derivative of this. So now, what is the nth derivative of e to the power x?
3 to the power
What
e
is
to the
it?
power x.
E to the power x only. Correct. Plus, what is the nth derivative of this? 1 by 2. Just now we saw a square. What is a over here?
1.
1.
1.
Correct. 1 is square plus b
36.
square,
Square.
6 square to the power n by 2 cos n, cos bx plus n tan inverse b by a. B is 6
6.
and 1, and here also it will be 6. B is 6. So 6. Okay?
Yes.
So my answer will be 1 by 2 e to the power x plus root over 37 to the power n. Okay? Divided by 2 cos 6x plus n tan inverse 6. This is what the nth derivative of the given function will be. Okay, this is what, and of course, e to the power x will also come. E to the power x. So, this is what my nth derivative will be. 1 by 2 e to the power x plus 37 to the power n by 2 e to the power x cos 6x plus n tan inverse 6. Okay?
Yes. Sir.
Have you all written?
Sir, after that plus, is it nth root?
Huh? Nth root. No. Means 37 to the power n by 2. I can write down it like this. Root over
Yes, sir.
37 to the power n. That is what I have written. Doesn't matter the way you want to write, you can write. Now, if I ask you to find out fifth derivative of this, what will be the fifth derivative of this?
1 by 2 e to the power x plus 37 and 1 by 2 rest to the power 1 by 5 by 2 e of x into cos x bracket start 6x plus 5 tan inverse 6 bracket close.
No, that's okay. I'm saying that this is what the problem is. y equal to x cube log natural x. This is log natural. It is same as we write down log base infinity. Okay?
Sir, minus 6 by x square.
Minus
6 by x square.
is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you all understood this?
Yes, sir.
All right. So no need to show the steps.
No, sir.
Okay. Fine. So the answer is minus 6 by x square, correct? That is very
Yes,
correct.
sir.
What will be the
सर एक बार बता दीजिए.
Okay. y1 is equal to x cube into 1 by x. This is what the differentiation of log x will be. Then 3x square log x. Right?
Yes, sir.
This will become x square. So now if I take the second one, this will be 2x plus 3x square into 1 by x plus 6x log x. Okay, this x and x will cancel out. Y3 will be equal to 2 plus 3 plus 6 log x plus 6x into 1 by x. So this
ठीक है
and
सर,
this will
हो
cancel.
जाएगा.
अब हो जाएगा?
यस सर.
हाँ, तो ये आ जाएगा 6 by x नेक्स्ट वाले में और उसके वाले में 6 by minus 6 by
Thank you,
x. Okay, let us take another example that y is equal to ax plus b by cx plus d. We have to prove over here that 2y1 y3 is equal to 3y2 square. Okay, this is what our problem is. Our problem is that we have to prove it. Let us see how can we prove it. First of all, first derivative will be derivative of a by b. How we do? B as such, that is
Sir, if we take ln on both the sides, then
that also we can do it. There is no problem. That way also we can do, but the answer will be same.
Sir, we can directly differentiate. It will be easier.
Directly differentiating. So cx plus d
Into A.
Numerator as such, differentiation of denominator as such, differentiation of numerator minus
AX plus B
numerator as such,
into C.
differentiation of denominator divided by
CX plus D का whole square.
right. Now here these terms will cancel out. So we will be left with AD minus BC by CX plus D whole square. Hello? विकास बोलो. अभी भेज दीजिए, अभी हो जाएगा. So now y2 will be equal to what? Y2 will be equal to what?
we need to differentiate the denominator.
Numerator is constant. So the first term will be 0. Okay. This multiplied by 0. So that is 0 minus AD minus BC into
C. Into 2C, sir.
2 into 2
C
C divided by
CX plus D
plus
का whole
D
cube.
whole cube.
Q. Very right. Okay. So this is what I write down this as equation number 1. This is equation number 2. And what will be y3 then?
6C into AD minus BC divided by 2.
6c square. 6c square will be there.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
6C square
Into
into
AD
AD minus
minus
BC
BC by
CX plus
CX
D
plus
to the
D
power 4.
5
Whole to the power 4.
to the power 4. So this is equation number 3. Okay. So this is y1 and this is y2. So now we have to do 2 into y1 into y2. So 2 into y1 into y2 is, y1 into y2. y1 into y3. So y1 is AD minus BC by CX plus D whole square into y3
hello
6C square AD minus BC by CX plus D to the power 4. Okay? Alright? So this can be written as, and 2 is also there because we have multiplied by 2. Okay? So 2 we have multiplied on both the sides. So 2y1 y3 is equal to this. And so it will be, I can write down it as 12c square AD minus BC whole square by 6x cx plus d to the power 6. Okay. And so I can also write down it like this: 3 into minus 2c AD minus BC by CX plus D Q whole square. Can I write down it like this?
Yes, sir.
Right? I can write down it like this. So therefore, this will be equal to 3 into, this is nothing but y2. So it means 2y1 into y3 is equal to 3y2 square. Okay, so this is what I had to prove, and I have proved. Okay, I have proved it, what I was given to prove. Next problem, let us do. Has everybody noted down?
Yes, sir.
yes
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now next problem is that y is equal to 1 by x square plus a square. We have to find out the nth derivative. How do we find it out? How should we approach it? Let us see.
So
Y
it
is
is
equal
1 by
to,
a tan inverse x by a.
I can write down it as x plus ia into x minus ia. Okay?
yes
Which can further be written down as 1 by 2 ia 1 by x minus ia minus 1 by x plus ia. Can I write down it like this?
Yes.
It's the same thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have written it like this. The whole thing. Now, if I take the nth derivative of this, then I can write down 2ia and nth derivative. Okay. I can write down the nth derivative of this one will be rule 2. We have seen case 2, 1 by ax plus b. Okay? So it will be minus 1 to the power n factorial n into a to the power n was also there, if I am not wrong.
A power n. Yes, sir.
So a power n is 1 because 1 to the power n is 1. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. By x minus a ia to the power n
N plus 1.
plus 1. Correct. Minus this one will be same except the denominator term where this will be x plus ia to the power n plus 1. Okay? So this is what the nth derivative will be. I can further simplify this. So minus 1 to the power n common, factorial n common, divided by 2ia, multiplied by x minus ia to the power minus n plus 1 minus n plus 1 minus x plus ia to the power minus plus 1. Can I write down it like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
now let me consider that x is equal to r cos theta and a is equal to r sin theta. So it means r is equal to root over x square plus a square and tan theta or theta is equal to tan inverse a by x. Correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All
Yes,
right. Now, this x minus ia to the power minus n plus 1. Let me put these values of x and a into it. So what I will get? R to the power minus n plus 1. This is common in both the terms. And then I will get cos theta minus I sin theta to the power minus n plus 1. Can I write down?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. I can write down it like this. So I can also write down it like this: cos n plus 1 theta plus I sin n plus 1 theta. Can I write down?
Yes, sir.
This theorem it is?
Sir, that e raised to power
De Moivre theorem.
De Moivre's theorem, correct. De Moivre's theorem. So using De Moivre's theorem, I can write down it like this. Similarly, x plus ia to the power minus n plus 1, that will be r to the power minus n plus 1 cos n plus 1 theta minus I sin n plus 1 theta. Okay, why I have written cos as positive?
because cos minus theta is equal to cos theta.
Correct. Cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. So I can write down it like this. Okay, now let me put both these values in the equation where we had found out derivative of y, n a derivative of y. So that will be minus 1 to the power n factorial n by 2ia into r to the power minus n plus 1 into cos n plus 1 theta plus I sin n plus 1 theta minus cos n plus 1 theta plus I sin n plus 1 theta. Minus है तो minus minus plus. So these two will cancel out. So what we will be left with? We will be left with the nth derivative will be minus 1 to the power n factorial n by 2ia r to the power minus n plus 1. That I can also write down as a by sin theta to the power minus n plus 1. Can I write down it like this? Because
Sir.
I have considered
Sorry. Yes.
a is equal to r sin theta. So from this value of r is a by sin theta. That is what I have put over here. Multiplied by 2i sin n plus 1 theta. Okay? 2i and 2i will cancel out. So we will be left with minus 1 to the power n factorial n by a, and this minus a to the power minus n plus 1 I bring in the denominator, so I can write down it as n plus 2. This I can write down sin n plus 1 theta, sin to the power n plus 1 theta into sin n plus 1 theta. So this is what your nth derivative will be, where theta is equal to tan inverse a by x.
A by x.
Okay, where theta is equal to this. So we can find out nth derivative of this 1 by x square plus a square like this. Can I omit?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so now I take another example. Y is equal to sine hyperbolic m log x plus root x square plus 1. You are aware with the hyperbolic functions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sine hyperbolic
No,
x,
sir.
cos hyperbolic x. Eh?
No, sir.
Sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sine x,
No, sir.
how can we write down sine x? Or cos x, for example. Let's take cos x. How can I write down cos x? I can write down it as e to the power ix, okay, plus e to the power minus ix by 2. Can I write down?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Alright. The same way, just look at the change. There, this ix is not there. There it is x plus e to the power minus x. Okay? Minus.
2.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
This is your cos hyperbolic. Similarly, I can find out sin
Sin
hyperbolic
x.
also.
Ex plus e minus x by 2y.
Now, what you can do in order to understand this, you can plot on the graph. So, what you can do, you can take different values of x and put it in this equation. Whatever you will get, that is your cos hyperbolic function. Understand?
Sir, it should be a 2-degree parabolic function, like a parabola. Because
Plot it and you will find out.
yes, sir, expanding e power x and e power minus x, you'll get
You are right.
1 plus.
Actually, you are right, but it is not parabola.
No, sir, it's not parabola. In that shape of the 2-degree curve, like even degree curve.
But means like that only.
Yes, sir, even degree
Like
curve.
that only, but it is not a parabolic function.
Not a
It is
parabola, yes, sir.
hyperbolic function.
It's a hyperbolic function.
Hyperbolic function. Okay, remember that. So you just plot. For example, if you plot this, how you get? You get sinusoidal function, isn't it?
Yes, sir, but above the line of 1 minus 1
At
to 1.
x equal to 0, the amplitude is maximum.
Yes, sir.
That is the difference. If it is sine function, then at the x equal to 0, it will be, its amplitude will be
0, sir.
0. That's all. That's all. Okay. So, so you can find out from this, you can easily find out that what hyperbolic function. This is your problem. You will try today. Okay?
Well,
Okay, you can take x from, let us say 0 to 5.1, or you can even take it up to 0.1, 0.2, up to 0.1. And see what is the shape. All right, you can take plus minus
Yes, sir.
0.1, plus minus 0.2, and like that. And just check out the shape, that how it comes out. That is your cos hyperbolic. So we are talking about this kind of function. Okay. So now, if so now what I have to prove, that I have to prove that x square plus 1 y2 plus x into y1 is equal to m square y. Okay? M square y. We have to prove it. So how do we prove it? Let us first take the differentiation of this. So what will be the differentiation of this? Differentiation of this will be y1 is equal to cos hyperbolic, sin hyperbolic. If I differentiate, it will be cos hyperbolic. Okay? Cos hyperbolic, and this will remain same. These values in parentheses. Multiplied by, because these values are also there, so multiplied by m, and then differentiation of this. So differentiation of this will be x plus root over x square plus 1. So 1 by x plus root over x square plus 1. And then we have to differentiate these also with respect to it. So what will be the differentiation of this? 1 plus 2x 1 by 2 into root x square plus 1. Am I right?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
2 and 2 will cancel out. So you can see this will cancel out. And what will remain over here? Y1 is equal to m into divided by root over x square plus 1 into cos hyperbola m log x square plus root over x square plus 1. All right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now what I do, I take this on this side and take the square of this. So what I will get, m square plus x square plus 1 into y1 square is equal to m square cos hyperbola square m log x plus root over x square plus 1. Okay? Can I write
Yes.
down it like this? Now once again I differentiate this. Once again I differentiate. So what I will get? First of all, 1 plus x square, let it be as such, differentiate this. So it will be 2y1. And then differentiation of this y1 with respect to x. So that will be the higher order differential, y2. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Plus twice of x into y1 square, because we had not differentiated this. So now we are differentiating this and keeping this as such. So differentiation of this will yield 2x. That is what we will get. Okay? That
Yes, sir.
that is equal to m square is there. Then cos hyperbolic square. So cos hyperbolic square means twice of cos hyperbolic m log x plus root over x square plus 1. Okay? Multiplied by sine hyperbolic m log x plus root over x square plus 1. So what we have done, we have first taken the differentiation of this, right? So this is what, like that, sine 2x or sine square x. If I take the differentiation of this, so what I will get? 2 sine x cos x, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right? The same way we are doing it. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next,
Yes, sir.
what we have to do? We have to differentiate this. So, which is in the parenthesis. So, multiplied by m divided by x plus root over x square plus 1. And then you have to differentiate this, which is in this parenthesis. So, that will be 1 plus 2x into 1 by 2 by root over x square. Okay? So now I will get m square into 2 into cos hyperbolic m log x plus root over x square plus 1 into m by root over 1 plus x square, because ये तो कट जाएगा नीचे वाला, तो only this will be left out, and sin hyperbolic m log x plus root over x square plus 1. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
now
sir.
you can see 2 will cancel out from both these things. Both the sides 2 will cancel out. And this is equal to n square as such. N square as such multiplied by sine hyperbolic, and this is what? This is what? The initial function.
Y.
Okay. And what is this? This whole thing. This is your,
Y1.
just now we have seen. Okay. So this whole thing, isn't it? This is what just now we saw. ठीक है ना?
हाँ सर.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So finally what we will get?
Y1 cancel.
Y1.
Y1 will also cancel out. So finally what we get? 1 plus x square y2 plus xy1 is equal to. Clear?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
किसी को समझ में नहीं आया? Is anybody there who could not understand?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So this you understood. Okay. Now, so another example let us take. Let me take another example. That I have to find out nth derivative of another example. Nth derivative of x square plus 1 by x minus 1 into x minus 2. Okay? We have to find out this is y. We have to find out y. How will we find it out?
First, we will simplify the function.
How?
Um,
Sir,
After-
partial fraction method.
Partial?
Fraction.
Okay. So what should we do? X square plus 1 by, let me write down, x minus 3. This is equal to, let me do it. So I will convert it into partial fraction. That is what you are saying. So a by x minus 1, let us say, plus b by x minus 2 plus c by x minus 3. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Then let
Sir,
me
x
take
equal to
LCM
2, x equal to 1
and,
and
simplify it. So it will be a x minus 2 into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 1 into x minus 3 plus c into x minus 1 into. Alright, this is equal to x square plus 1. Okay, because the denominator cancels out. Okay?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Alright. So then, now find out value of A, B and C.
Sir, half minus 5 and
हाफ होगा, हाफ तो नहीं होगा. चलो देखते हैं. एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 1 इज इक्वल टू ए इंटू, फर्स्ट इसको मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं.
A is equal to 1.
माइनस 5x प्लस 6 प्लस b इंटू x square minus 4x plus 3 plus c into x square minus 3x plus 2. Can we write down it like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now x square का जो मल्टीपल है वो क्या है? a plus b plus c. So a plus b plus c is equal to 1. Okay. x क्या है? minus 5a minus 4b minus 3c is equal to 0, because there is no x term over here. On the left hand side means 0 into x. And last one is 6a plus 3b plus 2c is equal to. Now we have to solve these three equations in order to find out three unknowns. Okay.
Sir,
So,
A is 1, C is 5, B is minus 5.
A is 1,
B
B
minus
is
5,
minus 5,
C minus 5.
and C is 5.
C
Is it
5.
okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right? So this
Yes,
is
sir.
what we will get. So once we got this, so now I can write down this y is equal to 1 by x minus 1 minus 5 by x minus 2 plus 5 by x minus 2. Okay, so what will be the nth derivative of this one? Now this is simple. 1 by ax plus b formula, rule 2.
Minus 1 whole power and factorial of
So minus 1 to the power n
Factorial n.
factorial n, correct?
1 power 1 and then whole
Multiplied
divided by
1 by x minus 1 to the power
n plus 1.
n plus 1
plus minus 1 by
x minus 2 to the power
n plus 1.
n plus 1 plus 5
plus
by
5 by x minus 3 whole power n plus 1.
n plus 1.
yeah. So if apparently your function does not seem to follow any of the rule which we discussed before, you can bring it in this form. You can bring it in this form and you can solve it. Okay, you can solve it. It can be easily solvable. So I hope you understood whatever I taught today.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Enjoying mathematics?
Yes, sir.
Very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ah, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we will end up class over here. Tomorrow we shall continue with this only. A few more examples, and then we will see if there are product of two functions. Okay. Then what happens? If there are two functions and you have product and we want to find out any derivative of that, then how we can find it out? So we are getting means we are trying to become more and more complicated in that way. Okay, so we will see tomorrow, but nothing is difficult, everything is simple. Anything you want to ask, you have my phone number, you can easily call me. Okay, and all these notes I will provide it to you by Friday. Whatever I taught this week, I will give it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,